All right, so today we're going to be testing out this problem. Can O1 solve coding interviews and take my job? And to test this hypothesis, we're going to use one Leetcode medium question and one Leetcode hard question. This is the medium question, unique paths. So basically you start at the top left of a grid and you have to figure out how many unique paths are there to get from the top left to the bottom right. This is a very classic dynamic programming question. So you sort of build the solution up. For example, here, from here to here, there's only one, right? So this is one, and then from here to here, this is only one. And then, but then from here, so this would be, you can either go here or you can go here, right? So this is 1 plus 1 equals to 2, and so on and so forth. So you can sort of build up as you're moving up. And this question, trapping rainwater, again, this question is a pretty classic two-pointer question. So you can sort of do it by having a pointer on the left and a pointer on the right. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. Yeah, two pointer. So anyway, let's get back into it. It's not about me solving this. It's about the AI solving this. So let's copy this, paste it in. Just get rid of some random white spaces. Yep. So that's pretty much the whole question. For this test, let's do 3.5 Sonnet. O1. Let's try both the O1 models. And yeah, let's give it a go. So pretty much straight away, 3.5 Claude solved this problem. And then O1 Mini solved this problem as well. If we do a side-by-side comparison, we can see that it did it in pretty much the same code. And I think, interestingly, at this point, we can point out that they both used Python. So I suspect it's because most code on the internet is probably written in Python. So just in terms of probability, like it just opted for Python as the language of choice. We can see O1 preview, it even gave us a little LaTeX formula for how this particular formula is derived and the mathematical proof for the dynamic programming. And the code otherwise is the exact same. So here, I'm pretty sure all three of them got it perfectly right. If we just copy any one of them into here to Python. Here. Yep. So, and in fact, if you look at the function signature, it's almost the exact same as this particular question, right? So when I propose this hypothesis, it's not an entirely fair hypothesis, right? Because Leetcode is a public resource. So that means that OpenAI and Anthropic and whoever big AI company probably scraped this entire page, scraped every solution, and used that to train the model, right? So in fact, it doesn't actually need to do any reasoning. All it has to do is memorize the question, right? So it creates the illusion that it's intelligent and able to work it out, but at least in this particular case, it doesn't actually prove that it's able to solve this problem. So submits. Oh, oops. Hold on. Let me sign in. Okay, I'm signed in now. Submits. And I'm pretty sure it will just pass all the test cases. Yep. Now let's give trapping rainwater a go. So again, copy the whole question. By the way, this is an app that myself and a few of my friends made. So as you can see, you can access all the more advanced models here, and we don't charge anything on top of the API cost. So all of these that's a little bit dodgy. You need to fix that. All of these are charged at the API cost and price matched with the official API. So we're not making any money off of the API. We do charge a 1 cent fee for every answer you receive, just to keep the site running and to survive. Living costs are high these days. So yeah. And recently we updated the billing page so you can see a graph breakdown of your past spendings over the last week. So it's very pretty. Okay, anyway, back to the thingy. So yeah, pretty much this is not super interesting. It's just all three of them nailed it. But let's try a Leetcode hard question. Copy, paste. Also this expandable import is, as you can see, very, very convenient. It just allows you to see a long query. Again, 3.5 Sonnet, 01 Mini. All right, let's go. Yeah, pretty much straight away, I can sort of tell it just nailed it. 3.5 Sonnet, 01 Mini. And if you look, the code is almost the exact same, right? So I think this 01 model is slightly better because it also does this length of the height is less than 3 check. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty much nailed on the first go. Let's just prove this. Submit. Well, there you go. So by the way, this is like, if you star something, this is remembered for the next question across all the models. So for example, if I star this and I ask another question, then all three models will remember just this. So and you can also unstar, so none of these are remembered. So it's pretty convenient if the models hallucinate. Anyway, so back to our original question, can O1 solve coding interviews and take my job? It's not really the right question to ask, right? So yeah, maybe this is like not the right question. Because coding interviews, especially Leetcode or any other public repository of questions, is public, right? It's something that the OpenAI and Anthropic and all the other big companies, they take it to train their model. So, and if it's part of the training data, then it's not a very good test data, right? So doesn't matter if it's a medium question, a hard question, a super hard question. If it already was trained on a solution, then all it has to do is regurgitate the solution. It doesn't actually need to do any thinking. So if we want to test out whether the models can think, we'll need a different question, a different hypothesis. And I'll try to come up with something in a future video, but last video was super long. If you want to check that out, I try to use O1 to code a real world booking app in one go, and just want to keep this one nice and short, and just to illustrate that yeah, at least even if it can pass coding interviews, it's not going to take your job. And I personally hate coding interviews, so hopefully this is going to get rid of all coding interviews from from every company's interview. They can actually assess something a bit more meaningful. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.